So hi guys, this is SJ speaking, and in this video going to see about what is offer for sale. So offer for sale in stock market is one of the corporate actions, and such as share buybacks or dividend or bonus issue. They are also corporate actions, and this is also one of them. So before going to the video, I'm personally teaching trading. So if you want to learn trading from me, you can contact me from the number which I've given in the scrolling below. I'm also providing discounts for the first 25 members. So if you want my course, you can join my course. So now let's go into the video. So what is offer for sale? So offer for sale, it's a simple method where the promoters and owners of a listed company can sell their shares to the general public. So they can reduce their stake and sell their shares to the public. So this is what the meaning is. And this OFS was first introduced by SEBI in 2012 to comply with the minimum public shareholding norms by June 2013. So around 2013, they are planning to bring a rule. That is, according to the rule, only 75% the promoters can have the maximum stakeholding in the public company, whereas the minimum 25% the normal public investors must hold. So this is the rule. So within 3 years of being listed in the company, this should be done by that respective company. So the promoters, if they have more than 75%, they have to reduce their stake, and there should be minimum of 25% public holding in that respective company. So this is the rule. So you might wonder, any company can participate in an OFS? No. The promoters of the top 200 companies, they can only participate, though the companies in terms of market capitalization. For example, market capitalization refers to CMP into number of outstanding shares, where CMP refers to current market price. So only promoters and shareholders, that is non-promoters, shareholders holding more than 10% of the equity share capital can sell their shares to OFS to the public. So even if you are not a promoter, but if you are having shareholding, if you are holding shares more than 10% of the equity share capital, then you are eligible for selling your shares through the public through OFS. So even governments reduce their stake by disinvestment. They bring this offer for sale and they sell their shares to the public. So this is one example for OFS. And there are several reasons for this OFS issue. So the first thing is, as I have already told, the government regulations for minimum shareholding norms. The OFS issue can take place. That is, the promoters can reduce the stake from the that is the maximum holding should be only 75%, and the minimum public shareholding should be 25%. So this is one of the first reasons for the OFS. And the second reason is, for any personal reasons, these promoters can sell their stake and they can raise their money and take their money from the public. So for the personal reasons they can do. And the third reason is that even promoters want to sell their stake and make profits out of it. So they might reduce some stake and take that money, and they can invest that money somewhere else. So for diversification, they can do this. So these three things are good, but the fourth point, this is bad. So this is a red flag. So abandoning a sinking ship. So only the promoters know some if promoters and the insiders know already whether something is bad with the company, whether the company is going uh, to be in a bad position, or whether the company has any financial stress. So what they do, they actually sell their shares discreetly to the public through the OFS process, and they escape it by taking the stake out of the company. So we have to take note of these things. We have to analyze the financial statements of the company, and see whether the company is in a good position, and then only we have to apply for the OFS process. Otherwise, we might get into a bad situation. So how the bidding? There are special reservations for this OFS process. So minimum 10% of the offer size must be reserved for the retail investors, and the minimum 25% of the offer size must be reserved for the institutional investors, such as mutual funds, insurance companies, or hedge funds. And the promoters cannot sell more than 25% of the offer size to a single bidder, that is non-institutional investor, so or a retail investor. So the company cannot sell except for the mutual investors, mutual funds or insurance companies or any other institutional investors. They can sell more than that. Other than that, it cannot sell more than 25% to a single bidder. And the minimum offer size for an OFS process must be 25 crore. But if the OFS was launched in order to comply with the regulator's minimum public shareholding norm, the offer size can be less than 25 crores. So how the bidding process takes place? The company must inform the stock exchanges before 2 banking days before prior to the OFS process, and this OFS bidding window cannot go beyond a single trading day. So there is no any lot size. For example, there is no any minimum size. For example, you can't. You are not given. That is. You can even bid for a single share instead of bidding for a bundle of shares. That is 50 shares or 100 shares, such as in lots. So not like that. You can even bid for a single share in an OFS. So next, if the current market price is 200, the OFS is often issued, the floor price is often 150 rupees or 120 rupees. It is always less than the current market price. So then only the investors would be investors would get benefited from it. They can immediately buy it in the OFS and sell it in the open market at a higher price. But if the OFS price is higher or equal to the market price, it is no use to the shareholders, since you can already buy it from the open market as a lesser price or at the same price. So it will be usually at the lower price, the floor price. So what is the floor price? It is the minimum price at which the investors can bid in the OFS process. So if the floor price is 120 rupees, below 120, if you bid, your order would be rejected and your money would be refunded. Um, so your order would be rejected, and so this is what happens. And the another thing is that the investors bid at the floor price or higher at the higher than the floor price. So once all the bids are done, the company then announces another price which is known as cutoff price, and any bids placed below the cutoff price are rejected and the money is refunded back to your trading account. For example, after all the bids are taking place, the cutoff price is based upon the demand for the stock. After once the book building process takes place, after all the bids are announced, then the company, based upon the demand, it announces a cutoff price. So how the cutoff price is decided is, for example, if the cutoff price is 123, then even if the floor price is 120, and if you have bidded at the 120 rupees, your order will be rejected. So minimum this cutoff price, minimum the investors who have bidded at this price or above this price, they are eligible for the OFS. So they will be allotted shares and you will not be allotted shares if your bidding is below 123, if your bidding is below the cutoff price. So an example how this takes place. So suppose the number of shares is given here and the bid amount is given here and the total bid value is given here. So the number of shares into the bid number of bids. So for example 110, 108, 16 from the descending order. So these are multiplied and the bid value is given. And once this happens, the number of shares are all added and the bid value is added, and then the total bid value is divided by the number of shares and you will get an amount, and that amount is known as your cutoff price. So this is how cutoff price is taken. You can simply take it as the final decided price by the company. So anything below it, any bids below that cutoff price will not be, those shares will not be allocated to you. Yeah. So that is it. So the next thing is the shares or OFS are generally allocated in three different ways. One is single clearing price OFS, and the multiple clearing price, and then the cutoff price option. In a single clearing price, all investors get allocated shares at the same price. That is, if the total demand is higher at the highest bidding price, then all the shares will be allocated at that price. If not, it will be allocated at the next price band, that is the lower bid, the next bid below to it, next highest bid below to it, and then it lowers. It lowers up to the lowest floor price. Up to the floor price, it might come. So the next thing is multiple clearing prices. So here the shares are issued based upon the price priority. Suppose the investors who are bidding higher, they might get allocated more shares, and the investors who are bidding lower, they might get allocated less, or they might not even be allocated the shares. So this is the multiple clearing prices. The shares issued based upon the highest bidder, highest bidding process. The next is cutoff price. Suppose here the all the investors get shared, the shares allocated at the cutoff price itself, and usually even for this option, you can bid higher, because the highest bidders, they will get more shares allocated. So if you are bidding at the cutoff price, the highest bidders also get allocated at the cutoff price, and you since you are bidding lower, you are also will get allocated at the cutoff price, but they might get allocated more number of shares than you. So this is, but usually the single clearing price and the cutoff price option are not being used in the OFS process today, because the promoters will get benefited only from the multiple clearing price. So usually these two will not be are not being used currently nowadays. Only the second thing is being used most of the time. Then last, coming to the bid amount. If your bidding amount is up to 2 lakhs, then you are qualified as a retail investors. If your bid amount exceeds more than 2 lakhs, then you are qualified as a non-retail investor. So if you are qualified as a non-retail investor, then you are having higher competition, since the institutional investors are bidding more amount for more number of shares. Then your shares you might not get the allocation. Your money would be rejected and transferred to your demat trading account. Sorry. So usually the retail investors, if your bidding amount is lower, you are at higher chances of being allocation of the shares. You are at a higher chances of receiving these shares. So next, lastly, I will say how to apply for this OFS shares. For example, in Zerodha, you can go for, if you are applying for OFS through Zerodha, you can go for Zerodha and Kite website, and you can go to console, and in that console you can select portfolio and corporate actions, and here you will receive any OFS or buybacks. And suppose this is a buyback, and actually OFS also will be similar. You can place your orders biddings here at the floor price or above the floor price. And next, if you're how to see the whether the OFS is coming. So if the OFS comes, you can see here. You can simply type zerodha.com at Google, and you can go to this. You can select this three dash line, and you can select this circulars and bulletins, and you can see in circulars whether there is any OFS coming ahead. You can see this. So this is how OFS, you can look for OFS. And that's the video, guys. So this is the OFS process. So this is one of the corporate actions. So hope you would have got a better clarification about this. So if you enjoyed the video, give a thumbs up, like, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel. Also press the bell icon so you get notified, and also comment on my videos and give feedback on my videos. And other than that, if you want to listen to my Tamil channel, you can visit my other SJ's Trading School Tamil channel. And other than that, if you want to open a trading account or demat account, you can visit the Zerodha link on the video description. And other than that, if you want to learn trading from me, you can contact me from the number below on the scrolling. So I'm also providing discounts for the first 25 members. So you can join if you are interested. So thank you, guys. I'll visit you on my next video. Until then, bye bye. Take care.